This video shows you how to make your very own podcast using the internet and a very simple to use website called Podomatic. So to get started, simply go to Google and type in Podomatic. The first option that comes up is Podomatic.com, and that's what you want to click on. When Podomatic website comes up, this is the main interface you'll use for your podcast. But before you begin, you have to sign up. So go to the upper right hand corner and click sign up. You then have two options for which Podomatic is right for you, the Pro or the Basic plan. The Pro plan you actually have to pay for, which is $9.99 a month, or the Basic plan is free and is perfect for your basic everyday podcasting. So that's the one we're going to sign up for. So you click sign up and it takes you to the page where you need to fill out your information. So I'll go ahead and fill out my information, and when you're doing this, you can fill out yours for your own self. And once you have all your information in and you click that you understand and agree the terms of service, click Join Podomatic. So the next page will come up and it checks your availability for where your podcasts will be posted to. And it looks like the name I've put in is available. So I will hit submit. And then it takes me right to the next page, which is kind of gives me my statistics about how many people have visited my podcast site and so on. If you then scroll down to the bottom of the page, you can see your podcast URL or the RSS feed link that you could post in, your own website or email out to people that you want to promote your podcast to. To now create a podcast that you can then publish for different people to view, you simply go up to the My Podcast option on the toolbar and select Post an Episode. When that page comes up, this is where you give your podcast a title. So it can be anything. Some people podcast about different things that they're doing in their personal life. Some people podcast about TV shows. Some people podcast for educational purposes. Whatever the need, this is where you start. So you'll start with a title, and we'll just call it My New Podcast. And you scroll down, and you'll hit Save and Continue, and then it takes you to your audio video link. Now it's time to actually upload or record your own audio or video clip. And it's really nice because you can upload a file, select one from your media library, record using a webcam, or totally skip it if you want to come back to it at the end. So we're going to choose one that I've already uploaded. So you click upload and it brings up a separate screen, and then you say select some files. And I go ahead and choose the podcast one that's on my desktop, and I click open. And it takes a minute or two to complete it, but since mine's really small, I went ahead and uploaded it. And then you click I'm finished uploading, close this window. And you have to wait a minute because the media it's selected says it is currently uploading. All right, it's done uploading, so then you can click to the next section, which is photo. On this page, you can choose a photo to put onto your podcast. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. And it's really nice because you can upload one from your computer, select one from your media library, enter a URL, or pick one from Flickr or any other photo editing website. So I'm going to go ahead and upload one. And when this next window comes up, you hit Browse, and you choose which one you want. And I'm picking one of my dog's Scooter. I click Open and save and continue. Sometimes this can take a minute or two to upload. And it's done. It uploaded my photo. And it's really nice because you can tag it as explicit or clean or none. And I'm going to go ahead and tag it clean and hit save and continue. Now we're almost done with our podcast, and this page is you're just kind of reviewing everything that you've just uploaded. So it gives you the quality, MP3, you have the choice to have it be streamed only, which uses less bandwidth and can't allow it to download. You can tell it, when you want to publish it, which we'll go ahead and publish it now. And then it gives you a preview of the content, your title, description, a photo, a filter, any tags, and the media. And then if you're happy with all this, you hit save and continue. And right now, my episode is being processed for publication. So I can wait here, or if I want, I can click this link to see if my episode has been published. And it has. And now that our podcast is done, there's many different things we can do with it. And you have all the options here. So you can email it, you can post it on Facebook, MySpace, you can post it on your own website, you can embed it in a player on your own web page, or you can just view your episodes page. And it takes you right to your podcast, and it'll immediately start playing your podcast. I just hit pause so it would stop it. But, my podcast is only 3 seconds long because it was just a test. But, yours can be much longer than that. I think you have up to 1 gigabyte of space per podcast. And it's nice because on this page it gives you so many options of what you can do with it. There's different ways you can share it, you can embed it, email, Facebook it. It's got the actual link. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can download it. So if you wanted to download it and, so you could put it on iTunes or on a media player, you can do that as well. So that is the basics of how you create your own podcast. And again, it was super simple, just using the website Podomatic. If you have any questions, please feel free to email at the address that was typed in earlier, or you can email at islt9440group6@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to answer any questions for you.